A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys. Georgia's head coach told me pregame, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Sellers through the noise. Moves to his right. Unloads to the wideout. That one's not even close.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Long way to go on second down. On the delay, it's Edwards. There he goes. He's at the 50. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield. So when he got the football, there was just green grass out and ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They bring him down, but only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Delay to the back. It's Owens. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's Sellers to throw. Right side, it's Warren. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
That one just came off his hand badly.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To throw, it's Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running, and you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast, and the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. In the red area, it's Bussey. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. It's complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Drops back on first down. Spits it out to the back. Got his man in the middle. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Turning it on! And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Dogs in the hurry-up. Plows his way ahead. Plows through the defense.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Dogs with the 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires quickly. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's changing the play. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Delayed give. It's Owens. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Sellers. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Cuts it upfield. It's Bussey. Across the 45. Wide open on the right. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. That one bounds through the end zone and it'll be a touchback. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back to pass on second down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Texas A&M going quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Blasted as he lets it go. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for a loss. Now you've got 4th and California.
What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looking for a crease. He's past the marker. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
Grabs it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Right at the line. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the offense offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing Sellers. He's looking deep. Reels it in down the left side. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man. And as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
On the move. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide right, it's Owens. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Texas A&M going up tempo. Straight ahead, it's Owens. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Pushes ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You can tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
On target to the left. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Here's Reed to throw. They're all over him. Chase to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Moving the pocket, it's Reed. He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback changing the play. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Lets it fly. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Fresh set of downs going up top. He turns that loose down the right side. Hauls in the deep ball. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Georgia using its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Into the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Give to the single back. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellows, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up.
Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Sellers on the play action. Rolls right. On the run, fires downfield. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
With the draw, it's Bussey. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
Right back to the well. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Right side, it's Johnson. He fights off a defender. Smacks him with the stiff arm. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Aggies want to move quickly. Run in the red zone, it's Bussey. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. 2nd down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Left side, it's Warren. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
4th down, Sellers. Still looking. Touchdown, Aggies. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Right down the middle. Out wide left is Taylor. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Shakes him in, and he might take off. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. bring up 2nd and 10. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Gets open down the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Rush right in his face. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
At midfield, he's got room. Loose in the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of sticks. Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
This time he's got it.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Gonna take a shot. How about that play? A diving snag along the right side. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Keeps it moving. It's Phillips. Breaks into the open.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Keeps it on the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He'll throw on 3rd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Well, this is an offensive coordinator that has a lot of confidence in his guys, and you can see that from the play calling. They were backed up all the way down near their goal line at the start of this drive, but they've stayed aggressive the entire time.
Got it! Touchdown, Bulldog! They've got the lead here in the 4th. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. And the Aggies will hustle from the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Sellers. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Gonna run it. It's Bussey. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They're gonna go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The hand to the running back. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give. Sees a crease. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Tough run here. It's Edwards. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. On the draw, it's Edwards. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. At the end of the play, there's a Georgia Bulldog who has yet to get up. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Burrowing for yardage. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. They'll run it on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Left side is Warren. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Turns it upfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Dogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Making the adjustment. From the gun, it's Phillips. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Looking down the middle. Fires complete on the crosser. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Phillips. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Throwing Sellers. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes a deep grab. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got some room, it was over.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And the offense tries to take matters into their own hands. Like, down one, I want the two-point conversion. I want to take the lead. Now, the defense is going to have to come up big, try to get them the football back.
The clock is at 40 seconds. They'll line up for the onside kick and try to save themselves in the waning moments.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game. It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
The give to the back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Hits the hole. It's Phillips. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports.